Hello, my name is Himanshu Chaudhary, and today's topic is gonna be on this new manga, this new movie. Actually, a few days ago, I was recommended this video, this clip on this movie. I'm a hero, and I'm glad that I actually clicked on it. Yeah, I'm really glad that I get kicked on it because of it. That after clicking on it, was the whole movie. And after doing that, I spent last 2 days reading the whole manga, all of those 264 chapters of it. Wasn't really able to do much of it, much. So I basically read the manga most of the time whenever I was able to read all of the 264 episodes. And if you if you really like to read mangas, I think this one is right there with the One Piece, I would say, Mob, and any big manga that's are still going on. It's really good if you well, as you can see that most of the popular mangas like Hero Academia and these all are right there, and they probably gonna be still be going for like 5 or 6 years. But this kind of manga is like you can start reading and you can end there. You can really actually enjoy the see the ending of it. I actually kind of like those kind of short mangas which you can go back and read again. So yeah, if you really enjoy watching mangas, I Am a Hero should be in in your list of mangas. Well, so what's the manga about? Well, before reading the manga, actually that actually was the movie, and it was the movie was quite amazing. It's a little bit different, and it goes to the arc. The movies end at the arc where the yeah at the end of the mall arc, the Fuji Mall arc, and though the character portrayal of the main character Hideo Suzuki. Yeah, Hideo Suzuki, whose kanji is written as hero. So that's why that's the name. I'm a hero, kind of. Well, he's kind of he's actually portrayed as more of a hero in the movie than in the manga. Even though in manga, yeah, he is a hero. He's kind of becomes a hero. He's a normal guy, but in both of the portrays, like the story starts with Hideo. He is like a mangaka, not so popular mangaka. He used to be a new upcoming newcomer when he was young, which was like 15 years ago when he was 20. But he had this manga, and this manga doesn't work that well. He had to end his manga like in 6 months, and after that he just keeps on working on these HERO-Mangas and haven't been doing much in 15 years. So yeah, there is this sorry, I didn't tell you what the manga is about. Basically, it's an zombie manga. I wouldn't compare it to The Walking Dead because it's kind of unique on its own, though the concept is like the zombies one, but I would say it's quite different than Walking Dead. Really, really, really different than Walking Dead, and would go as far as to say it's better than Walking Dead. I haven't been reading Walking Dead for like uh, a while. Yeah, haven't been reading Walking Dead for like 4 5 months. Yeah, but I would say that this manga was really find it because I don't know because it had an end. That's why I find it better. But yeah, it was a little better experience than The Walking Dead. The amount of gore is much better than Walking Dead. The amount of bad shit, crazy shit, kind of like that. kind of thing is far better than Walking Dead. How better? Well, I would say in one of the manga, in one of the chapter, there was this pregnant woman. Well, you will find out when you see it. I don't want to spoil it. This pregnant zombie woman, and and the baby just kind of controls the mother, and you will quite be you will be quite surprised. And if you really like the zombie genre, I would say just go and just start watching the video and just go and read the manga, watch the movie. I would like to talk about the movie first. In the movie, the story goes a little different. The portrayal of the his girlfriend, Hidio's girlfriend, is different. There hasn't been much of the information about what are the zombies are like or whatever, and there are the portrayal of Hideo himself is a little different, just a little different. In the manga, it shows that Hideo has like kind of schizophrenia or something. You can say that, and the way he meets the Hiromi is different in manga and in the movie. So yeah, that's it. The movie ends at the mall one, and the scene in the mall is I would there is no comparison between even the movie is adapted from the manga, but I would say that they portrayed the Hideo shooting people scene much better in the movie than the manga. But manga, well, story ends at the mall in the movie, but in the manga it keeps going on. It's like 150 more chapters after that, and I actually would say that I kind of really enjoy. I really enjoyed the after story, like the story after the movie ends, and yeah. Mm, so basically, what happens in the manga? There is the unknown virus always, yeah. So the virus attacks the population. Yeah, but in the way that it shows in, like, not in the movie, but in the manga, it actually shows people. The reaction of people is quite indifferent. Like in other manga, it would say that the chaos is like chaos broke out and everyone is screaming and walking and whatever. But in the manga, it's kind of different. The virus basically affects is kind of same. It's not like the Walking Dead, but the zombies are really ferocious and stronger than in any other movie or genre. In the Walking Dead, the zombies is basically walk. In this one, they go batshit crazy. So yeah, the the perspective, the we really get to in the manga, we really get to know the main character, obviously, but really, like he suffers from these hallucinations, and you go ask yourself, is it because of the virus or something, if he got infected, or it was from the earlier and somehow he just developed it more. He's like down to earth person, like any of the person who like to read manga or who salute himself in his bedroom. That kind of like he any person who is like otaku or a person who is not that social can really just connect with Hideo, even though he has, yeah, yeah, you can really connect with Hideo. And yeah, the only thing is different that Hideo have had this hobby of shooting those disc, like he practiced shooting with shotgun, those discs, those flying, what are they called, sparrows, crows, pigeons, clay pigeons, yeah, he practiced those. So yeah, he actually follows the rules and really is scared of the world. as most of the antisocial ones are antisocial, not antisocial, but those who salute themselves. So you would be able to connect with that. I kind of understand the artist, the how the artist wanted to portray the character, the how Kengo Hanagawa. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. I have a problem. I can't remember names, and it's a really bad habit. But yeah, you can actually connect with the main character. I'm not just saying just to say, but you can actually connect with the main character, and you got to know side of like why people actually do stuff. He is a hero because he wants to be a hero, not just because he is really good at heart. I wouldn't say the Hideo Suzuki is like a really good character, like a good-hearted man, but he is a hero not because he's good-hearted, because he wants to be a hero. At least the main character of his own story. That's why it says like that's why it says I am a hero. In the movie, it was different, quite different. I'm talking mostly about the manga now. It was quite different. It was like character development of that character. Even though there is character development in the manga, but Hideo basically remains. Yeah, he comes out of his shell, but kind of remains that person. Even though you wouldn't say is like really a good, kind-hearted man, but he do realize what he have to do, and so he does it. He's not bad, but he isn't that kind-hearted, I would say. So I don't think I would be giving any spoilers on about the movie or the manga, but I would say that I was kind of a little bit like yeah, in these kind of mangas, they wouldn't describe you how it all began, how the virus came to be, but there is basically a lot of unanswered questions at the end of the manga. Well, movie just ended. The mole scenes is just basically event one, like those Dawn of the Dead kind of movie. Dawn 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 of the Dead kind of scene. Like you go in, there is one scene, you survive, and that get out, and the movie ends. But in the manga, they have to show the whole world, like what is the world. So in some of the chapter, you got to actually know what's going on, but it's not really like the there is not like really revelations, just there are suggestions like this is what's happening, that might happen, it's up to you to decide. That's what the artist tried to do. So yeah, there are basically a lot of unanswered question at the end. And the fate of Hideo, well, I don't want to tell say I really don't want to uh, give out any spoilers, but yeah, he the fate, you if you really enjoy the manga, you are basically gonna read it in like 1 or 2 days, or at most a week. You probably gonna understand why I'm. And if and when you reach the end of the manga, if you want to discuss with me like what actually happened in the end, like was it good or was it bad, just hit me up on here. I don't know any other people who actually read the manga or talked about it, but yeah, actually would like to discuss the ending on other events in the manga. At one moment, I really thought the ending was abrupt, where I got to realize that well, zombie manga. Where else the artist didn't go like Kengo Hanagawa didn't go like greedy to just prolong his manga. He just ended it, letting the audience decide, letting the fans decide like what happened. Was it good? Like was the fate of Hiro was good or bad? But yeah, I think it was. I had, I would say, a lot of bad things about it, but the amount of good things I will say about the ending, I think it exceeds the bad things. So yeah, I think the ending was appropriate for that kind of manga, and he really actually wanted to make his manga like to stay in your head, like people let the people think like uh, like I ended the manga and the ending was on my head, still like still is on my head. I'm making a video about it, but I'm still thinking about what happened at what point the character was like that. Did I even see the development of the character? Was I able to see that if the character was good or bad? And was I able to see that this particular character was like that kind of person or not, or if they change? I'm being evaluating that. Yeah, the manga's ending makes you question yourself. Like, were you really able to absorb? Like, were you really able to understand the characters or not? I would say I was really wrong about one of the characters, the Oda Yabu. Uh, so yeah, because I thought I realized that I've been thinking that was I able to understand the other characters as well or not? Because the ending did surprise me, kinda a little. Yeah, that will be the end of the video. If you want me to make another video about it, or if you want me to discuss about the ending or about the manga, I would be glad to do it with you. And if you really struck until now, it's been 18 minutes since I started talking, and if you really watch it for 18 minutes, well, thank you for watching. And yeah, if you like the video, hit like and subscribe and comment as everybody says. Thank you for watching. Thank you.